Hi, I'm jonbinnie, and if you follow my channel, I write a song every day to help raise the vibrations of this planet. And today's video is all about how to overcome writer's block and to understand a bit more about the infinite creativity that we all have inherent within us. And so I'll start by explaining a little bit about my journey. I'd been in bands when I was in high school and a couple of bands after I left high school, and I had been writing songs in my early 20s, not many, I think maybe in the region of 20 to 30 songs over a few years, which I think is pretty average for someone that sings and plays guitar and is in bands. And so towards the end of writing those songs and into my perhaps late 20s, I just started to lose confidence in my ability to write. I felt that there's so many beautiful songs out there in the world. How can I write something unique, something that would be successful, something that other people would enjoy listening to? And I don't have a huge background in music. I largely self-taught in guitars. I've never really had a lesson. I've had one or two singing lessons, but really that's been about it. And I always felt that was another aspect, that my music skills were relatively limited, and so it was very difficult for me to just step in and say yes with confidence. I can write a song end to end. And so for about a period of really 20 years of my life, I just didn't write much, maybe a handful of songs at most. And every time I sat down to write a song, I just felt like I'd write everyone writes them differently, but I would write like the first line and then just look at it and think, I don't know, it seems very similar to something else that exists, or it feels very similar to something that I've written before, and why would anyone be interested? And then something happened, big happened in my life. It's 4 years ago, and really I went through what you could describe as a spiritual awakening. And from then I started meditating each day, and not for long. In fact, still to this day, I don't meditate for very long each day, 5 to 10 minutes. But during each time, I realized that I was able to create space. I was able to calm my inner mind, to help kind of just listen to my body, to myself, and to listen to the universe around me. And this started to really help me feel more about what's going on in this human's life. Like, what are all the challenges, the highs and the lows? Like, our lives are such roller coasters every day with so many emotions. And when we write songs, it's a great way of expressing those feelings to others. And every feeling you have is unique. Every person, I believe, is unique. And so why wouldn't others want to hear what it's like, going through that experience that you are going through, or have been through, or will go through? And so I think the first tip that I would give is to make sure you have your music set up always there. So if you play guitar, have your guitar sitting out in like the middle of the house or where you live. Have it on a stand so it's nice and safe, but have it like visible so it's always there, and it's calling you whenever you feel the desire to express yourself. You can literally just pick it up, and you can just start playing. Another thing I found very useful is when I want to record. I'm a husband, I'm a father of two, I work full time as well as doing music, and it's a big thing for me to invest time in music. And so I also put aside time. If I had to put aside time every day, I get up early, I get up at 5 a.m, I go for a run with the dog, I come back and meditate and do some gym and yoga, and then I write a song each day. And what I love about that is I put aside about an hour, and in that time from meditation I get my inspiration, and then I just record a song, and I've been doing that now for over for 4 years, over 1,500 songs and 82 albums. And I just love it. It feels infinitely sustainable. It feels so liberating. It feels like I have a constant creative outlet that I'm constantly giving myself space and time to create. And I think another tip I would say about the songwriting process is consider every song to be a gift. It is a gift. Your emotions that you feel in this life are gifts. You know, some of them are extremely painful. I've been through many hardships in my life, and I know many others, most of this world does. And people want to hear about what that's like. And so when an idea or a feeling or a sound comes to you as a song, you know, step into that, like embrace it, put it into your heart, feel what it feels like, and think about how you would express that to your friend or to a stranger if you met them in the park or in the street or in the pub or at a party, or you were just talking to someone online. Like, you know, think about how you would want to express that. And I think that treating a song as a gift is really important, because I feel like it's a gift to the world. It doesn't matter if no one listens to it. It doesn't matter if you're the only person that ever hears that song. When you create a song, you create this thing inside of you that expresses out into this kind of 3D reality around us. And it becomes a frequency, a resonance. It becomes part of you expressed into this world. And the way I see it, like I see it in meditation, is that the songs that we create, they're like the music that we create, the sounds, the emotions, they're like frequencies, like resonant waves that just pulse out continually from us and from the creation of what we brought into this life. And it just keeps going out and out across the universe. And so it doesn't matter if, you know, some of the big name music platforms or social media platforms or large numbers of people see it or not. It's there. It's in the universe. It's echoing out around you. And that is truly beautiful. And, you know, we know that things like the moon, you know, affects the tides. It affects humans. You know, we know that crimes go up at full moons. We know that so much of the kind of the waves of energy around us in the planet and in this universe affect each other. And I think songs are like that. Songs are this ability to create and just keep creating, you know, put more of your emotions into this creative outlet and let their waves expand out. The next thing is, I think everyone is different about the way they create, and I tend to optimize for speed. So I like being able to record live, so I record all my music. Is my microphone here? I record all my music. It's super fast, so I don't use a computer. I just have a mixing desk, which is a Tascam Model 24. And so it just records onto the SD card of that mixing desk. And then once I'm done, I put it onto my phone. I use emastered.com for the mastering. And then I put the video together. And then I publish on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok now. And for me, that's the song. It's like, I give it a window of time, I give it an expression, its own moment, and then that's it. It's kind of set free. And those that listen to it and don't listen to it, it's up to them. And I feel that's a really good way for me, because it plays to my, I'm a creature of habit, so I enjoy like having a set routine. As I mentioned, like really every day for me, I'm up at 5, so I'm always creating a song every day. And it's just part of my routine. And when I can't do that, like if I'm traveling or I'm away in my motorhome, I also make time for that. So I have a small recording setup in my motorhome as well. And the other songs that I do, like especially like collaborations, they can sometimes take weeks, or I think the longest is about 1.5 years. It's funny, I don't feel that I put in a huge amount more time or effort. I think for some of them I do put a lot more time and effort in it, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's kind of timeless. And so what I enjoy about doing that is it helps teach me, the flexibility and kind of breaking through these barriers of, oh, I feel rushed to do something in a certain amount of time. So having something that I can easily park, setting it up on my phone, like I can export I use Kinemaster for my video editing. I can export a project. And it means that even if I've left the project for about 6 months, I can come back to it and re-import it, and it has like all the audio and all the clips and everything else just all there together. And I like that because it means that I can easily step back into that feeling and that part of the mastering workflow just as it was previously. So I'm never redoing anything. What else is useful? I think also the question of writer's block, like, is it really a thing? I think it is possible to create a wall in front of yourself to block your creativity. And a big part of that creation of that blockage is to really go deep inside, in reflection. So in your dreams, in your daydreams, in your conversations with friends and loved ones, and your meditations, do that work where you face your fears. You think about, what is it? Why did you put that block in front of you? Why? For me, I put it there because I wanted to spend more time in this kind of materialistic world. I wanted to get a better job title, earn more money. And I thought music is too much of a distraction, and so I was blocking myself, really. And then when I did try it, I just had these feelings of lack, of, no one had ever listened to it, and then low confidence. No one would listen to my music because it wasn't very good. But there is no judge of that, just like there's no real judge in this universe of good or bad. Same with songs. It doesn't really matter. Like, create it and then reflect on it. So that's something I do every day. I always practice when I create a song, I listen to it back. I listen to it, the whole thing, and I just listen, and I just feel gratitude for it. I feel gratitude for the ability to create it, the emotions and the experiences that went into it. And then also the beautiful resonance that comes through it. Their songs are like a mixture of frequencies and notes and energies, and there's the video to create as well. And just to kind of experience that and sit with it. And often the next day I'll also listen back to the song, and it helps me kind of with a different mindset, just reflecting it again. And it's so easy now also to just share your music. I use distrokid.com for my music distribution. It's really great because I can just publish as many as I want. It's limitless in how much you can publish. So I do about an album every 2 weeks. But they make it so easy. And what I like about that is that you can just put it there, and then it's there on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon, etc. And it just makes it really easy. So you can just say to a friend, listen to my new song, send them a link, or ask them to look you up, or just to follow you on these platforms. And that's a really great way of just sharing. There's also things like SoundCloud a lot of people use, or Bandcamp as well. So yeah, there's many platforms you can use, and I think it's great. It's low financial investment, and it just means you can share very easily. As well, of course, YouTube, where we are just now. Okay, and then I think the other aspect that was really important for me in the creation of music is to think about the intention behind every song. So just like, I can't think of a good example, but let's say you're going to build a house, and you wanted to build a house with the intention to just be like the most kind of materialistic, big, bulgy house that was just better than everyone else's. And whenever people saw it, they would look at you and just go, oh wow, look at that amazing house they have. They must be an amazing person. Which is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, imagine that. Like, the intention behind that house would likely be manifested in the building itself, in the things that were in it, in the way that it looked, the way that it felt. And it's not entirely positive. It's quite kind of ego driven and greedy. And so think about that when you're creating music as well. Don't concentrate on the fact that, you know, it's better to avoid the feelings of, oh, no one will listen to it, or don't think it's going to be any good, because these energies come through in your music. They come through in you. They come through when you perform. And so the best thing to do is really focus on sitting with that feeling. You know, think of the song as a gift. Think of the feeling that you're going through in the song creation process as being beautiful, as being this like, this, you know, what was a closed flower and is now like blossoming. It's opening up and it's releasing all this beautiful emotions and colors and notes and frequencies and energies and expressions from you, and that you are an infinite creator and you can create as many of these songs as you want in this lifetime and many more. And so as you do this, you just, you know, send it your love. And when you put love into songs, I feel like it's like encoding them, like it's almost like you wrap your love around the notes. You wrap your I can't speak. Every aspect of the music is just filled with that beautiful love. And so when people hear it, yes, they hear the notes and yes, they hear the frequencies, but they will feel the love that you embed within songs. And I think that's why it's so important to, you know, to have gratitude for what you've experienced in your life, both negative and positive and everything in between. And when you express yourself in your creativity, to really put your heart into it. And that allows us to really make such magical creations. And then finally, how many songs can you write in your lifetime? I believe infinite. Some people, when you Google it, some people have written just thousands and thousands of songs, and quite often artists like Prince or Buckethead or Paul McCartney, or there's so many, or Dolly Parton, like they've written thousands of songs, but in the past it's been quite difficult for them to just, you know, record them and have them all like lined up in some vault somewhere or written somewhere, and so often they lose track. Even with the Guinness Book of Records, it's difficult to see, you know, how many songs have really been written and recorded. And I think this is testament for me personally. It's crazy to say, but it took me literally 1,000 songs before I realized that, okay, this just never ends. You know, the way I reflect on it is that we never stop feeling, we never stop having emotions, we never stop exploring new aspects of creativity. So why would the things that we create from those feelings and the creativity ever stop? And that's it. After doing my meditations for 4 years, and then like being able to write a song from what comes through when I ask the universe for a message for a song, the feelings, the frequencies, the energies, and the words to put into a song. When that comes through for me every day, I just put that into a song. And yes, after 1,000, I was like, okay, universe, I get it. It is sustainable. Like, it just goes on forever. And yeah, I think that's truly beautiful. Once you accept that, sometimes I have the reverse problem, which is this kind of fear of missing out, this FOMO, which is, you know, what if I don't record a song in a day? What if I don't create? Does that mean I'm missing out on the message for that day? That there are effectively only so many songs I will be given by the universe, and therefore I must express them all the time. And so I took a week out recently. After like almost 4 years, I took a week out, and that was amazing. You know, a friend said, like, you know, step away, let go of the thing that you love to do the most. And once you can do that, it helps you overcome the fear of missing out. And I loved it. Like, I loved just the freedom. I loved the kind of the gap that it created in my life of just this longing to create. But it helped me see through the kind of busy distraction that comes with creating too much, that when you create too fast all the time, that you end up in a position where you can just be like so focused on that and not focused on the rest of your life. In some respects, focused on the output of the things that you're creating, less than the input that go into the things that you're creating. In many respects, the inputs are far more important than the outputs. So yeah, I didn't talk much about the meditation process. I'll make sure there's a link in the video. I would definitely encourage people to meditate. Not everyone needs to meditate. Not everyone that writes songs meditates. But I also think that there's different ways of connecting with yourself, with the higher aspects of yourself. I feel I connect with my spirit guides and like the higher dimensions of me when I connect with them in meditation and ask for lyrics to come through. But yeah, I have a guided meditation. It's free. You can go through that and listen, and hopefully it can help you with whatever you're doing, whether you're songwriting, whether you're playing an instrument, whether you're drawing, dancing, feeling, talking, whatever you do, however you express yourself. I feel like just giving ourselves the quiet time to listen to that kind of quiet voice in our hearts helps us create, really express ourselves. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, and wow, it's over 20 minutes, which is really long for me, I just wanted to share just more about some practical tips about how I've been able to overcome my writer's block, and how I just feel like I operate in this world now, this universe now, which is just infinite. I feel like an infinite creator, and I'm excited because I've been putting off writing a song this morning for 20 minutes so I can do this video. And so I'm excited to record that, and yeah, that's it. If you'd like more videos about this, or you'd like some more structure and some more tips and some more, tools that you could like go back to and find out more, about how to overcome specific challenges, because some of these just take work. They take practice, to kind of condition yourself to be open, to be free, to have confidence and gratitude to create every day. And yeah, I'd like to thank you very much if you made it this far, and please do put in the comments if you'd like more videos or any specific questions you have. And yeah, I look forward to helping other musicians, artists, whatever you create every day, to create more, to create as much as you want in your life, as little as or as much as you want, and to overcome any blockages you have. So thank you for watching. Sending my love from Scotland.